Okay. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what is the idle task. The idle task is basically an emergency backup plan in the case that the scheduler no longer has any runnable processes for the CPU. And in that case, the scheduler will then assign the CPU the idle task, which is just process 0. This simplifies process scheduling a lot because you don't have to care about the special case what happens if no task is runnable, because there is always at least one task runnable, the idle task. You can always count on also, you can count the amount of CPU time per task. Without the idle task, which task gets the CPU time accounted no one needs. When the system boots, the kernel initializes process 0 as the very first process. This process doesn't perform any task itself, but serves a foundational role in system management. After initializing other processes, process 0 becomes the idle task. This is the process that runs when no other runnable processes are in the system. It keeps the CPU busy without doing any real work, putting the processor in a low power state or performing other idle tasks. The kernel, after starting process 0, forks a child that becomes process 1, which typically is the init or system D, depending on the system's initialization system. Process 1 is responsible for starting and managing all of the user space processes. So what happens without an idle task? If a computer runs out of tasks to do and it doesn't have an idle task, that it could cause a system crash. So that's why the idle task exists.